Okay, yay! I get to do another talking video. Woohoo! This week, I'm never fucking getting out government benefits. Here's why. I'm disabled. There you go. End the video. No, I'm joking. No, there's a lot more than that to it. Though, yeah, but I am disabled. Specifically, I'm a blind person for anybody finding this video randomly. But yeah, I'm never getting off fucking government benefits though. And well, here's the why. So you're expecting me to be one of those, the very main reason why I wanted to make this video, because I got sick of seeing people on here who are disabled. I'm gonna work really hard to get off of benefits. It's like, if you want to do that, that's fine, but that is not my goal. And never will be my goal. And honestly, it kind of makes more sense to have this be a part of my life. For as long as I possibly can have it a part of my life. So I guess let's get to the why. But as mentioned, I'm blind. I have been blind since birth. I was a very, very premature baby. But that's why I'm blind. But either way, so I have been on SSI, Social Security, since I was very, very, very little. Obviously, I don't remember when my mom took me to do it, but you get the idea. So, but because of that, since I've been on Social Security, SSI, since I was very, very little, which I now get disabled adult child benefits. If I'm like, what's that? Disabled adult child benefits. You have to be disabled before the age of 22. So that's me. And you have to be unmarried and not have kids. So me. And no, it's not for benefits, by the way. I'm asexual. Actually asexual, not that Demi Gray bullshit. Yeah, fucking cancel me. I don't give a fuck. But and no, it's not for benefits. Even if I got $1 million tomorrow, I still would be unmarried and wouldn't have kids because I don't want those things. Anyway, different subject for a different video. But anyway, but unmarried, don't have kids, been disabled since way before the age of 22. So my SSI, when my mom is old, she's a boomer, had to file for retirement because, yes, she worked before I was born and she had enough work credits. I myself went from SSI to Disabled Adult Child Benefits, which has the same rules as SSDI, which, again, I see this misinformation going around in YouTube comments way too much. Obviously, I should mention, I don't work for Social Security. I don't work for the government. I'm not a social worker. I'm just a crazy fucking lady on the internet. But SSI is what you get. Either one, you're a kid. Obviously, you don't have a work history as a kid. You don't have enough, no or little work history, i.e. you don't have enough work credits to get SSDI, just like with Social Security retirement. You got to have at least 40 quarters, so 10 years of work history. So obviously, as a kid, I didn't have work history, but my mom did. So when I became grown and she filed for retirement, my stuff went to Disabled Adult Child Benefits because my mom had a work history. So there you go. So Disabled Adult Child Benefits has the same rules as SSDI. SSDI is the one, you can have money, you can have a car. It's not means tested like SSI is. SSI is the one where you can't have more than $2,000 in a bank. If you have a car, you own a house, now they don't count that against you. SSDI and Disabled Adult Child Benefits are not means tested. SSI is. So, yay. SSDI and Disabled Adult Child Benefits, if you're on them for 2 years, which I have been, obviously, you get Medicare too. No, I've never been on Medicaid. That's not a government benefit I'm ever going to talk about, but I get Medicare. So I have health insurance too. It's like I'm an old person, but I'm not an old person. And even in addition to that, I also get Champ VA. You're probably like, huh? My dad was a disabled veteran. He got drafted into Vietnam and, well, he had terrible PTSD, and that's part of the reason why he was a fucking asshole. But either way, not all the reason, part of the reason. But either way, I get Champ VA. So, because survivor stuff, he's dead now. He's been dead for a couple years now, but still get that as a survivor. So, yay, health insurance. Don't have to worry about that. Yay, that government health care that everybody wants now. I have. Anyway, so anyway, Disabled Adult Child Benefits, Medicare, Champ VA, obviously food stamps. I've talked about that before. obviously, because right now I'm just getting disability, so I get food stamps. So that's kind of self-explanatory. But the other part I wanted to put on this, and guess what? Even when I work, because I'm pretty sure there are going to be people be like, why don't you just get a job and bah? Guess what? I still got every single one of those things when I worked. So, like I talked about in the I'm not leaving the fucking house for less than $25 an hour video that's up on my channel, yeah, yes, you can work and get disability. I did that. And guess what? When I did that, I still got Social Security disability. I still got food stamps. Obviously, Medicare, I got all those things. Yes, I know they're probably people screaming at the screen, but about SGA, because of my impairment-related work expenses, basically taking Ubers back and forth to work. Oh, I was way under the SGA, the substantial gainful activity, for blind people, trust me. Because, yeah, when you're dropping $1,000 a month on fucking Ubers, it'll do that. So, yeah. But it leads me to, for me, even if I do work, even with that $25 an hour, because that's my goal, I'm stupidly determined. Yes, I will get another factory or warehouse job making, I didn't make $25 an hour in my old job, but that's my goal for whatever job I get next, is to make $25 an hour because my impairment-related work expenses are so high. But with taking Uber back and forth. Anyway, but yeah, these government benefits are still going to be with me even if I get a job. So for me, government benefits is not my goal to get off of government benefits. It never will be. For me, I'm going to use them in tandem with working. So it's not my goal to get off of them. My goal is to actually use them with work. Obviously, right now I'm not working, but when I was working, I got my government benefits. And I worked, and I was cool. I was happy. But for me, it's in more of my best interest to, be on government benefits and to keep those. And to not make it a goal to be like, I gotta get on government benefits. Because also it gives me, I know a lot of people are disabled, it's a trap, and I'm trapped. I don't feel trapped. For me, again, am I swimming in money on Social Security and food stamps? No. But I'm going to use it to live the life I want and, and use it, to do what I want to do. Because even going back to job things, because, obviously Social Security and food stamps pays for what I'm doing right now. Whether it's, hygiene, food stuff, I pay to stay here with my mom. It handles stuff that I, need to do and the stuff I want to do. Yay, concert tickets. But obviously in food stamps paid for the food I want to buy, all that, but it's, it pays for stuff that I need to do. That's what's handling it. So I can do something like this. Hey, I can take a chance on doing YouTube. Guess what? If I end up making money from YouTube, cool. But if I don't, cool. I don't have to take any fucking job. Because even, obviously you see people a lot nowadays, I'm working just to get health insurance, or I'm working, this terrible, because I have to take it, because that's, to take anything. I don't have to take anything. I don't have to work just for health insurance. I don't have to do that, So, absolutely, because of these government benefits. And while, do I fucking like my parents? No, they're terrible fucking human beings. They at least made the very few good decisions they made, to take advantage of things that are set up, for when they had a disabled child, which is me, so I can, live the life that I want and do what I need to do, and even in the past couple of years, with my dad, obviously, like I said, he died a couple years ago, but in the last couple of years of his life, I got paid to take care of him. Albeit that was an awful, miserable experience, and I do want to do a video on that. But I got paid to take care of him, because of his VA benefits through the VA caregiver program. And, but even with that, and then that was during the time when my stuff did switch to disabled adult child benefits. And so I got myself an ABLE account. What's an ABLE account? It makes it where if you get means tested benefits, SSI, food stamps, Medicaid, if you've been disabled, because the onset of your disability was before the age of 46. Yeah, they raised it to 46. That just started at the beginning of this year. You could save money and it won't affect your benefits. So yay, which, I got that and I saved a lot of that money from when I took care of them. So I blew a lot of it too. Yay, travel. I missed that, but I did save a lot of that. But that's another thing, again, government benefits, using them to live the life that I want and do what I want and need to do. And so for me, that's why it's not a goal for me to get off of government benefits. It doesn't feel like a trap to me. Again, am I swimming in money with it? No. But I'm using them, I'm using the system as is intended. I'm using the system, to my advantage, to live how I want to live. Again, not swimming in money. And even with employment, I'm still going to get these benefits because I did when I worked the last time. I, am totally intending to still keep it that way whenever I get another job. And it works out better that way. Like I said, for the disabled people I see on here, like, I'm going to work hard and get all the benefits and I don't want to do this. Okay, fine. If you want to do that. But just for me, it just doesn't make sense to do that. And then, like I said, even with the monetary stuff, Social Security, whatever, like, cause I know people are screaming about going back to SGA, and all that. It's just not, as I mentioned, Champ VA, no matter how much money I make, I'm still going to get that. And then even get that and then pay for the supplemental to go along with it. That was like $30. I did that for a little bit before my stuff switched to Medicare. But for me, it's not my goal to get off of government benefits. It never will be my goal to get off of government benefits. For me, it's not a trap. It's a tool for me to use so I can live the life I want and, and do what I need to do. And so, that's kind of the main purpose of this video. Because, I just got tired of seeing too many disabled people on here. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to be a millionaire. And I'm going to work to get off of government benefits. I'm like, nope. Not my goal. Never will be my goal. And plus, honestly, that's really a pipe dream to be IMO. IMHO. It's like, look, even not disabled people aren't making a gajillion millions of dollars. Like, again, nothing wrong with working. Like I said, it is my goal to get another job, but it's not my goal to get off of every government benefit. Never will be. Again, I'm using it as a tool that's going to work in tandem with working. That's always, even when I got my job that I got a couple years ago, that was my goal then. It's my goal now, and that's going to be the goal, for the rest of my life. If by some sort of miracle I actually do get a job where I'm making a gajillion dollars, okay, fine. But the chances of that happening are pretty fucking slim. It'd be really dumb to, try to hang my hat on a pipe dream of, I'm going to make a gajillion dollars. Nah. So that's why I'm never fucking getting off of government benefits. Because work doesn't fix everything. Because, even when I worked, I got every single one of the government benefits that I mentioned. Medicare, Social Security, food stamps, Champ VA. Got every single one of those when I worked. And I'll still get those when I work again. So, yay. But, anyway. But, that's the video I came up for this week. I have no idea what I'm going to do next week. We'll figure it out. But, So, but I just got tired of seeing disabled people being on there. I'm sad because I'm on government benefits and all this, and it's a trap, and like, nope, I'm not sad. I'm happy to be on it, happy to have it, and I'm going to use it to live how I want and do what I need to do. Am I swimming in money? Nope. But I'm not going to sit there and be fucking miserable, though. So, yay. Anyway. But I should probably stop talking. I do not know what I'm going to do next week. I will figure something out. Otherwise, do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Anybody else that's on government benefits feel how I do? Where it's like, look, it's not a trap. It's a tool for me to do what I want and need to do. And I'm not going to sit here and be miserable. So even if you don't disagree with me, hey, comment down below. Otherwise, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all next week.